Hello, comic book guys and gals, and welcome to Comic Mag Musings Live. This handsome devil is your host, Bill Miller. All right, I'm super excited because this is the drawing, or as Kenny, Comic Head 84 would say, drawing for the 500 sub contest. Once again, the winner will get 2 slabbies. If I haven't mentioned this before, this one, number 205, CGC 9.6. And number 120, 9.0. If I hadn't mentioned it before, and I may not have, if the person that wins, there will be one winner. Just as not like slabbies, I will put together a group of raw comics that are of an equivalent value. So those are the 2 prizes. I'll go over the contest again real quickly. This was the 500 subscriber contest. And I asked you to, for one entry, you could leave a comment. And the comment was mentioning a book that you would like to get within the next year or so. Could be longer term. And a shout out of 3 comic book related channels, one under 100 subs, one that was 100 to 499, and one that was 500 to 999. For 3 entries, you can make a video detailing those things. And for an additional 2, you could do a drawing of the book that you were looking to get, preferably without any identifying trade dress or pricing details, to see, just for funsies, if anyone could guess what it was. Now, you can't stack those things. So if you left a comment and you made a video and you did a drawing, you get 5. So that's what the contest was. I did an example where I shouted out, I did 4 shout outs: Cold War Comics, Comic Cowboy, Beauty Comics, and Comic Hijinks. And here was the drawing I did. Smithsonian has contacted me about getting this into their museum at some point. One person, no one guessed it. One person knew it but didn't guess, and that was Comic Hijinks. So this is what's on this shirt. Blue Boat Weird Tales, number 112. That's the comic that I had. Blue Bolt 112, or you could say Blue Bolt Weird Tales of Terror, or Weird Tales, goes by many things, but this is an LB Cole cover. So real quickly, let's shout out the chat. We've got Sean, Slim Comics and More. How are you, sir? Chop and Drop 2013. Always good to see you. The Jackson Roy Kirk, one of our heavy hitters. New World Order Comics. That's Biggie Shack. How are you, sir? Tylox the Mighty. How are you? Good to see you. I know Tylox has his own contest right now as well. Davey Clark. How are you, sir? Good to see you. Metarog, that rascally Roger. Pages, Films, and Plastics. Angel, good to see you, sir. Free Energy, how are you? It's my lamer frame drawing buddy. James Gallegos, or as Roger says, Gallegos. Good to see you, James. Ben Compton, how are you, sir? And Novamad 19 and 66, Brandon, how are you? All right, I think I got everyone there. So before we get to the drawing, I'll show a book that I picked up. If you saw IG, then you know about this, but pretty cool trade paperback. Some Blue Bolt Weird Tales. A lot of LB Cole covers, obviously. Most of the art, I haven't looked at it yet, but most of the art, I just got it yesterday. And stories are by Jay Disbrow. I think Rudy Pillay might have had a couple. And I can't remember off the top of my head any others, but it's all black and white, unfortunately, including the covers, but it was certainly affordable. I'll show. Oh, there's the one that I drew. I know my drawing was probably a little bit better, but LB Cole did the best that he could with what he had. There we are. All right. Tell me that's not a spitting image. Just amazing, amazing talent from both artists. So that is Blue Bolt Weird Tales trade paperback. It's called a Blue Bolt Weird Tales Treasury Readers Collection. So I'm looking forward to reading that, seeing if there are any good stories in there. In my opinion, most of the pre-code horror stories are not very good. Let's see. It's not a spitting image. That's not very nice. Samurai Ken, how are you, sir? He's asking how Roger is in a very formal way. Usted is formal versus tú, which is familiar. Roger says, all good. Comic Mag Musings is a hero of mine. Wow, thank you. Thank you, Roger. That's kind of you to say. Very unexpected, but appreciate it. All right, so let's see if I can show this list. So I put everyone in a list randomizer. I was going to do a wheel, but since it's 5 entries for each one, it didn't make much sense. You wouldn't have been able to see them, see the names in the wheel. So I just put them in a list randomizer, and we will randomize the list 5 times, the 5th time being the final randomize, and whomever is at top of the list at that point will be the winner. No puedo hablar español porque soy un gringo. Puedo hablar y leer y escribir español, señor. All right, so let's see if we can put that up there. We'll do share screen. All right, hopefully we can see that. So let me pull this up as well. All right, I will over here. So I think we've all, can we see it okay? I will go over the people that I have entries from, and I've checked, double checked, and triple checked. Now this cut off on the 15th of this month. So we have Gary B, the casual comic guy. He has one entry. Anachronic Comics, Magic Lasso, Marty Alechko. Those are 1 entries. We have 5 entries from The Gray Man. Got an entry from Joey Bag of Sevens. 5 entries from 64-page special. 5 entries from the aforementioned Metarog, who is prize tagging 64-page special. 5 entries from Los. An entry from the 88 Jester. An entry from K Titus. An entry from Prime_Comics, Prime Comics. 5 entries for Alex Big Blue. 5 entries for Novamad 19 and 66. 5 entries for Simple Simon. An entry for Matt Woods Comics. An entry for James Gallegos. 5 entries for Matilda Gothica. And sneaking it in under the wire was Mark Knapp, 68, with 5 entries. So those are the entries that we have. So let's back up a bit. See what we got. Richard Stapp, how are you, sir? Good to see you. I'm far too humble to agree with you, Free Energy. What else we got? Ni hao. Doesn't that mean hello? I thought that was hello in I thought that was in Chinese. Is that Japanese? Joffrey, good to see you, sir. Thanks for stopping by. My Spanish is spot on. Roger speaks that Cuban Spanish. A little bit different, I think, than Spanish from Mexico. Alex, good to see you. That's true, yes. Actually, I do have an unboxing at the end of this. Did I mention that? Or was that just a lucky guess, James? Well, that's 13 more than I can speak well. I can assure you of that, Titus. All right. So here we go. We're doing the drawing, folks. No more waiting. So we've got the list. Actually, do a little bit more waiting. I'll put this up here so I can see. All right. We're going to randomize it 5 times. So here we go. Number 1. All right. On top is Prime Comics. Number 2. Matilda Gothica jumps ahead. Number 3. Ooh, we've got the Rascally Metarog. sneaking in. Number 4. 64-page special. And now for our 5th and final randomizer. Whomever is at number 1 wins the drawing. And it is Anachronic Comics. Congratulations. Anachronic Comics wins. Fantastic. So you can either leave me something in the comments or you can hit me up on IG at Comic Mag Musings. Send me your name and address, Anachronic Comics, and I will get these rascals in the mail off to you. Again, if you do not like slabbies, as there are folks in our community who don't, let me know, and I will put together some raw comics of comparable value. So congratulations to Anachronic Comics. All right, what else we got? Shop for Comics, good to see you, sir. We will do a quick unboxing. Let me stop sharing the screen and get it back to my lovely visage. All right. So we've got a raw comic here with some nice puncture there. I don't know if I need this. We'll see. I don't know. I didn't look if it has tape. I do know. I think I know what this is, so it's not a mystery for me. But the Jackson Roy Kirk gets very upset, melancholy really, if I don't do an unboxing nearly every time I'm on either a live stream or have a scheduled video. He gets his popcorn, a tall soda, sits back in his adult onesie and watches the show. Packing material. Aren't those fun? All right. That's what we had within. Ooh, and something else. Lay on a flat surface, pull tape tabs. Very well packed and good instructions. He's obviously dealt with dodos like me. So it helps to over-explain rather than under-explain to someone like myself. Very secured. A really, really, really good packing job. I've ordered from this seller on eBay before. This is an eBay pickup. And one I'm super excited to have. This is Conan the Barbarian #1, the Bill Sienkiewicz variant. So ask Bub's Comics, Bub's World. He'll tell you, I'm not much for modern comics, but every now and then, if it's a character I like, or an artist I like, or in rare cases when those two worlds meet, such as in this case, it is something that I'll put on the radar. And this was really expensive if you didn't get it when it first came out, which I don't really go to comic book shops on a regular basis. I don't have pull lists or anything like that. So I generally don't catch things when they first come out. But it shot up in price, really expensive for a while. And so here's a key tip. If there's a variant, a modern variant that you really like, give it 6 to 12 months. It'll come down. This is about 40% of what it was, let's say a month to 2 months after it first came out. And so I just waited it out. So really excited to have that one, Conan the Barbarian #1. And that will do it. I want to thank everyone for tuning in. Again, congratulations to Anachronic Comics. I believe that is someone that Gary B., the casual comic guy, sent my way. So good on him. Thank you to everyone that entered. I thought it was great fun. I loved seeing the videos in particular and trying to guess the comics that you drew. I enjoyed it. So before we leave, that's true. You ain't joking, I will. You better believe it. That one will be slabby. Imperious Flex, good to see you. But rest assured, James, I've read the issue. I just haven't read the issue with that specific cover on it. All right, let's see. Now, poor Bill has to sit around for the next 90 minutes while he waits for my next track video. Yes, absolutely. If ever I work for like a poison center hotline and someone ingests some sort of poisonous chemical, Jackson, I will immediately suggest your Star Black videos because that will have them regurgitating it in no time. All right. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate it. Thanks for tuning in. Thank you, everyone who has subscribed. I'm very humbled. I don't do this for subscriptions. It's not really my gig. I do it for the interaction, for talking and cracking wise with all the members of the community, the comments. Those are the lifeblood of this for me. Not getting subscriptions, not trying to get to 1,000, not trying to monetize. That stuff really doesn't draw a lot of interest to me. I think the bigger you get, ultimately, the less time it seems you have to interact with each of the people in the community. So that having been said, I'm still very thankful, very humbled, and I appreciate everyone. So that's it. Until next time, we're taking over the world one comic book at a time.